This is Commonsensical Travel Hacks, sharing with you the best tips for avoiding catastrophe so you can get the most out of your exploring. What kind of fort is Medak Fort? Well, Medak Fort is a fort on a hill overlooking the super flat Deccan Plateau, about 2.5 hours outside of Hyderabad on the way to Mumbai. It was built in the 12th century by indigenous Kakatiya rulers, and later used by Qutub Shahis, who were Turkish Persian rulers, in the 1700s. Tip number 1. Travel on Independence Day. In India, Independence Day is a dry day, meaning that liquor shops, otherwise known as wine shops, are closed. Police are usually patrolling the highways, which makes them really safe and empty. If this day falls on a weekday, most people will stay at home, watching the parade on TV and enjoying a sneaky day off, so tourist sites like Medak Fort can be less congested. Tip number 2. Channel your own Indiana Jones. This fort is a free-for-all and good for those who are addicted to curiosity. Maybe that's why there's a police station on top. Each twist and turn offers a surprise. Parts of the fort are reminiscent of some of Angkor Wat's vine-strewn jungle temple ruins. There are multiple paths that join up occasionally and lead unpredictably to different ramparts, windows, walls, and gates. Whoever designed the fort was clearly responding to the challenging bouldered terrain. If you look around enough, you'll find a water tank and a hidden pond, or some really mysterious ruins. This one has granite beams sticking out at head height, and others have tall ceilings. Just don't explore beyond the outer walls, or else you might not be coming back too soon. Tip number 3. Notice the architectural influences. The features of the fort are clearly connected to tank, temple, and town, which was typical of Kakatiya architecture. Apart from that, there are layers of Islamic architecture incorporated. For example, a modernist mosque sitting on top, the geometrically vaulted ceiling, and the arched doorways. There is one huge room that resembles a hammam bathhouse with its tiny round ceiling windows letting the light come in and enhancing the brick patterns. A couple of beautiful Hindu-themed friezes of elephants are beside the front gate. And if you explore more, you might be able to find some others. And then there is some modern-day art on the way to the restaurant. Don't forget the spectacular panorama view from which you can see the famous Medak Cathedral within an agriculturally rich setting. Thank you for learning about Medak Fort, and thank you for listening to Commonsensical Travel Hacks.